Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, someone is making his debut on the channel. My lovely husband is here. We're very happy to be here because we're going to be sharing our 4 key lessons from marriage because we recently celebrated our 4-year wedding anniversary. Yep. And we thought we'd share some of our key lessons with you. So if this is something you're interested in, you want to stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below and leave a comment for us. Let us know where you're watching from, how marriage is treating you. Let's get into it. Yeah, so I'm going to share 2 lessons and you share 2, right?
Okay, 2.
All right, so you start. Share with him the lesson.
Where am I first?
We start. You're the guest, so I get to just, choose.
Okay. In the 4 years, I think when I go back to when we just got married, I think it's important to adapt. You can never know how to be married. I think it's one of those things that it's actually true that you learn on the job.
Yeah.
So it's actually a journey. When you get married, when you say I do, you enter a thing. And personally, I struggled with adapting, with changing who I was before, because I was single and independent for a long time.
Yeah. So
when I got married, I had now to be accountable to someone, having to have a budget and explaining how my expenses are going. And yet before, you feel like a KFC, you just buy the KFC.
Yeah.
You feel like buying a phone, you just buy it. But now you have to say, I think it's time for us to buy a phone. I need a phone. So you need to be accountable all of a sudden to somebody else. I never had to come home. I had my own schedule. I was a spontaneous guy. But now all of a sudden, you need to tell your wife, I'll be running late because I'm working late. I have this project I'm working on. So you need to adapt. So
you actually struggled in the first year, and I didn't even know you were struggling. I was just reading a few signs, because someone who after work goes somewhere else, but now you have to come back home. So it was a bit of a challenge.
Yes.
And yet for me, I was like, I like to stay home, so I wouldn't mind being home all day. Yeah, but for me it was quite hard. So I think adaptability is good. You don't want to be the same kind of person you were before, and then you want to be that in the marriage. Like, there's a bit of change that happens, so you need to accept that we need to adapt.
Yeah, this is something you need to change.
Because it's a new season.
And it's a journey. So that was then when I just got married. Even till today, we're still changing. So we have to read the season. Now we have children. So yeah, it's important to adapt to the season. So that's my first point.
Wow. Yeah, that's the first point. Learn to adapt. The second lesson, first for me, is you need to lose for the marriage to win. Everyone that knows me knows how competitive I am. I love to win. But when it comes to marriage, you have to lose. You have to lose. So many times I have lost so that the marriage can win. And so many times Steve has lost so the marriage can win. I remember recently, guys, Arsenal was playing a game.
Yeah, and I never miss an Arsenal game.
He never misses an Arsenal game. But man, it was night time. I really wanted to watch something. So of late, I've learned I'm enjoying some Nigerian movies. Don't judge me. So I felt like watching a Nigerian movie. But there was an Arsenal game. What happened next?
So the game starts. I see my wife is also already watching.
Like I always do.
Already watching some Nigerian movie. Arsenal game starts, and usually in our home, when there's soccer, it's daddy's time. It's my time. So by this one night, it was recently actually.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? I chose to lose on that one. I get up, watch the game. Yeah, but of course later, I won.
You know.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
But so you lose to win. So that's just one example. So I think in marriage it's important to occasionally lose yourself for the other.
Yeah. And you watched the Nigerian movie with me. Oh, babe. So that's the second point. That's something that is important in marriage. You don't always have to have your way. You always have to be the one to win, to have the last say. No, allow your partner to get some wins as well, because when you lose, the marriage wins, wholesomely. So he lost, he didn't watch his match. He wasn't even on his phone checking highlights. No, we were watching together. Guys, those who love football, you know what a loss that is. But then it became a win later on. Wink, wink.
Winning the marriage. Or it's because Arsenal is not playing well lately.
No, babe, you lost. That's it. Well done.
Alright, yeah. That's number 2. Light bulb moment with Lisa's husband. Did you know you can't breathe and swallow at the same time? Let me try. I need to make you dance instead.
So the third lesson, what would the third lesson be?
It's my turn.
Yep.
Yes. Point number 3. I think it's important to communicate. You cannot communicate enough. Yeah. My wife gives details, Ask her, how was your day? I woke up doing this. I brushed. I went to work. I met so and so who told me this and this and this and that. So I've been learning over the years that you need to communicate. You ask me how my day was, I'll just tell you, what? It was
okay. I'm like, okay, how?
And I feel that's an okay answer. Yeah. But lately I'm learning to give some more detail. That the day was okay. Yeah.
I went to site.
But still, she wants details. What happened on site? I'm like, I went to site and usual side business. What's the usual side business? But anyway,
who's the client?
Who's your client? But yeah, so I'm learning to communicate, but you can't communicate enough. And it has really helped us because she's a communicator. I know what she's feeling, how she's doing. So nothing goes what?
Yeah, it becomes easy for you to know, to read everything.
I'm also working on that. I'm getting better at my communication.
I think, you are. You're trying.
Yes,
you're trying.
yes,
He is trying. And I also want to say something about communication. How he has really learned over time. I remember there are times when maybe someone would call him and invite him for a certain party or something, and he would just say, "Hey, we shall be there." And then I'm like, what do you mean we shall be there? Like, you've not consulted me. What if we have other plans? Like, involve me. But then recently, you guys, he was on phone and someone was asking him something, or maybe something's going to happen. It's like, I'll talk to my wife first and I'll let you know. You guys, I felt important. I felt like, oh wow, he's going to talk to his wife first. Like, it kind of makes you feel like you have a place in this, a place to talk about something. He didn't just make decisions for you. I don't just make decisions. Like, sometimes you need to talk about these things. So he has really improved. So kudos to you. So guys, communicate.
Yeah, talk. Especially the guys. You guys don't like talking.
And there are some chitus who don't talk.
For me, I'm talking for my fellow people. My fellow managers.
Alright. The fourth and final lesson that we can share today is what you focus on grows. So if you're focusing on your husband's weaknesses or your wife's weaknesses, those things are going to grow. You just find that you're seeing them more, he's doing them more, everything is just increasing. But you focus on his strengths, then you find that those are the things that you're actually seeing. Now, for example, for me, Steve has a weakness of procrastination. You guys, call the plumber. Call the plumber. I'll call him. Tomorrow, they are not called the plumber to fix the tap. You're like, your head is about to burst. So, something that I've learned that I'm going to incorporate, because I've made mistakes before, squeezing him all the time, but baby, procrastinating, why procrastinating? And then I've learned that doesn't even do anything, So instead of just focusing on his weakness, how about changing it and maybe showing him the value add that fixing the tap will actually do? So maybe let me role play a bit. Oh, hey babe, would like to fix the tap, because water is being wasted. and that's going to increase the water bill.
Mm.
When he hears increase the water bill, tomorrow the plumber will be here, because no man wants to pay more on the water bill. So I think that's a good one. Yeah, so that's what I'm learning, and that's what I'm going to incorporate. Instead of focusing on, babe, you're procrastinating, babe, you're not making decisions all the time, why aren't you that you just kind of hit someone in the face and they feel they want to defend themselves. I was busy, I was this and that. So what you focus on grows. And if you see that your husband has maybe angered you or has made you feel a certain way, instead of focusing on his weaknesses or what he does to hurt you, how about you even think about the good things in that moment? If he has annoyed you so much, think about other the
security he's providing for the home, the protection, the provision,
the gift he bought you last weekend, like or his kind words, how kind he is, how romantic he is. Yeah. So if he has annoyed me today, I need to maybe in that moment, in that heart, you can step away, but think about all those other good things that he does. That helps you kind of like a weighing scale. So the good things will outweigh the bad, and you'll find that he didn't actually wake up wanting to annoy you. These things happen, but he actually has many other strengths that are going to just help you feel better.
Many other strengths.
Many. So instead of throwing it in his face, throwing his weaknesses there, change it to value, or just understand, think about it in his shoes. Maybe he has a lot going on and he can't actually call that plumber. Maybe take the initiative of calling the plumber yourself. I'm learning, and those are our lessons. Those are our lessons. Being married for 4 years, I hope you found value in them. I hope this helps you in your marriage. So let us know in the comment section, what are some of those things that you've learned when you've been married for the different amount of years you've been married. Let us know. We want to learn with you. My name is Lisa Kusiima, and I'm here to inspire.
Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe. So where's the subscribe button? Let's say it this way.
Somewhere here. What he said.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, it's down, babe.
Oh, sorry. Don't forget to subscribe. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm good at this.
Oh, yeah, you are.
I got this.